Today's video, we're going to give the epic handgun fails you must avoid. Most shooters struggle at the range not because of the gun, it's because of these 5 epic handgun fails you must avoid. If you do, you'll shoot straighter, you'll be more confident, and you'll have better accuracy. These are normal things that people do. They don't even realize they're doing it. So let's break these down for you and make sure you're not doing these 5 epic fails that you must avoid. Number 1 fail I see as a firearms instructor at the range when I'm watching students in the back that have rented an hour of range time thinking they know what they're doing with a weapon. Number 1 is bad grip. Bad grip causes a lot of the area of inaccuracy because if you can't control the grip, you can't control the weapon. And when the weapon's not in control, it becomes a lot more challenging to be accurate with it. Accuracy comes from complete control, and with control comes confidence. So one of the things we see most of the time is a student not having a proper grip with 2 thumbs forward, keeping the weapon forward, keeping your wrist locked. I see a lot of people who close their wrist up a little bit, or they let their wrist flop a little bit, or they thumb the weapon over and don't have a good, strong grip. Our grip we're looking for, I've told you many times before, is a 2 thumbs forward, making sure you've locked your wrist up. Make sure those thumbs are indexing towards the target, and you will control the weapon. Bad grip is one of the most challenging things for students because they try to squeeze hard with their hands versus squeezing hard with their chest muscles. If we can control the weapon, we can control the impact, and we can be a lot more accurate with the pistol. Number 2 fail that I see a lot of times is us pulling or jerking the trigger. What tends to happen, guys, is we get excited and rush the trigger press. When you rush the trigger press, this causes a muzzle flip one way or the other, or right or left, and this is why you get the impact high, low, right, left, is because you are not pressing this trigger straight back in your hand. Most misses happen right here in this trigger press. You don't want to slap it. You don't want to hurry it. You want to just control it. Instead, just press the trigger back as slow as you can. Keep it smooth and steady. That's how you can keep your sights right where they need to be, and you'll be more focused on a good, solid impact. Number 3 is ignoring your front sight. You're concentrating on a lot of stuff. I know it's challenging for most people, but it's very hard to focus on your front post, not focus on your back post. You're trying to focus on keeping the weapon level. You're trying to focus on keeping the trigger press done and all this stuff. If you ignore your front sight, this is one of the things we got to really make sure we get a tight vision on. The front sight is the most important. When you ignore the front sight as a beginner, your target, it becomes a lot more focused, and at that point in time, you are going to get some crazy impacts. We want to focus directly on our front post and make sure that we can shoot the weapon as smooth as possible. Front sight focus is a training technique that we teach. And if you want to really understand the vision of what I'm talking about, when you actually have the weapon out in front of you, and I recommend you try this, is make sure that you are focusing on your front post as crisp and clear as you can. Your back post, your 2 dots in the back, and your target should be in the secondary vision, which would be blurry. And the front post would be super crystal clear. And if you have front sight focus like this, you will be more accurate, and you lock in that front post. It'll be crystal clear, and your target will be blurry, and your back post will be blurry, but you'll have the pistol level, and you'll make yourself more accurate by doing this. Number 5.
Sorry, guys. I said 5. I meant 4.
Shot or pulling a shot really fast. You're running these strings of 5 to 10 to 8 to 15 rounds as fast as you can pull the shot. The fail of this is when you pull or rush a shot like that. Everybody wants speed, but if you're not going to be accurate with it, accuracy over speed, we don't want to be shooting really fast. We need to run the gun as accurate as we can be, and we need to run the gun as fast as we can be. And those two together gives us accuracy and speed, and that's what we're looking for. You need to shoot the gun as accurately as you can, whatever speed that is. You do not want to rush any shot, because everything that we do wrong with the gun, like whether it's bad grip or jerking the trigger or ignoring your sight front post or rushing the shots, every one of these are bad habits that people take with them when they come to the range, and then they extend their range time using all these bad habits, and at that point in time it causes us so much inaccuracy that we get frustrated. And when you're frustrated, you're going to lose your confidence. If you lose your confidence, well, at that point in time, you're just not going to have fun at the range. And we always talk about we need to build a good foundation of accuracy and not have these epic fails we're doing. And if we can solve the epic fails and solve our problems, you're going to be a lot more accurate at the range. Number 5 fail I see all the time is skipping training. This is one of the things that you got to do. Shooting a pistol is a diminishing sport. Think about the football players. Think about the baseball players. They all practice. You got to practice. You have to get to the range and shoot on a regular basis. If you shoot once a month, it's not enough. It's not enough. And what tends to happen is you tend to fall back to your weakest training. And if you're only training every 3 or 4 months, you got to think why you got the gun to begin with. You got the gun for a couple different reasons. You got the gun for because you wanted to. You can. That's your Second Amendment right. You got the gun to protect your family. You got the gun to come to the range and maybe blow off some steam. There's a lot of different stuff you got the gun for, but one of the most important things you need to do is you need to know how to use it. You need to be confident. You need to be able to control the weapon. You need to have some time behind the gun to feel more better. You maybe take a class, maybe start getting a little bit better, because it's very hard to learn how to shoot a pistol by watching a YouTube video. It's more likely you're going to be, and I pretty pride myself on helping people learn to shoot a pistol. We've got our master class, which we have students all over the United States that take it and learn an awful lot. It's all online. It's all, you still got to do the homework, still got to get to the range. But it is available. I'm here to teach you. But you have an opportunity to get to a firearms instructor and spend time with them building a good focused training system for you. What you're weak and strong on, the instructor can identify and help you with. This is going to be one of the most important things. And the epic fail of most people is just think, I know what I'm doing. I'm not worried about it. You don't know what you're doing, because every time you touch the pistol, you're picking up a habit, whether it be a good habit or a bad habit. But we need to build more good habits than bad habits. So there you have it, guys. There are the 5 epic handgun fails that you must avoid. I hope you are avoiding them. If you are doing any of these, you need to make sure you stop it, and the best thing you can do is fix them. If you're looking to take your shooting to the next level, we offer a lot of different stuff on our channel. We started this YouTube channel years ago now to educate, motivate, and entertain. And my name is John Johnson, and I'm a firearms instructor, and I specialize in you. I specialize giving you the basics to get you more comfortable. Whether you watch one of our videos, whether you do one of our workshops. Speaking of workshops, we have our Ready, Aim, Confidence Handgun Workshop coming up September the 19th. The link's down below. It is good for somebody who has never shot a pistol before. We're going to give you the total package, and on top of it, we're going to take the fear out of the firearm and get you more comfortable. Who is this class for? Well, it's good for anybody, but it's really specialized for the brand new shooter. That's who I specialize in, the brand new shooter. And I put a lot of training videos for you. I put a lot of ebooks for you. If you want one of our ebooks, which is in the description down below, go ahead and pick one of those books. You can shop them. What are they about? They're about grip, they're about stance, they're about trigger control, they're about sight picture, they're about sight alignment, they're about helping you get the science of each implement to make sure you understand how important it is. Building a house has to start foundation first, and that's what these ebooks are about. They give you the science of each foundation: grip, stance, trigger control, sight picture, sight alignment, and it helps you understand it. If you want one of these books, you can put it in the description down below. Click the link, add it to the cart, and you'll be supporting a family-owned business like mine. Now, if you haven't got one of our free books, I'm willing to give you one for free. Just put free book at checkout, and when you check out, and it's yours for free. Now, those books are on sale. They are regularly $3.99. We sell them for $2.99. And if you want to add a few more to the cart, it would not hurt my feelings one bit at all. And we would thank you for supporting a family-owned business like mine. Until next time, guys, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. God willing, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys.